always tip oil down inside it, keeps the burning out of it. In the back and in the bottoms of the elevators. And took the drum cover off, so and I rewired the concave as well.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I've bladed the knife quite a while ago, 25 acres a year, it doesn't really worn it.
Yeah. It is nice, it's a good one, I must admit.
It's not in bad condition, really.
No, well it isn't, no. It's one of the, yeah, so it's what I was hoping it to be like. I mean, I've just took on another, well, planning to take on another shed. My current shed's collapsed a little bit because I've got my 2 gleaners in that. But yeah.
If you don't put them inside, they just deteriorate.
Yeah, well they do, yeah.
This one here, the shed has started to collapse around it.
Yeah.
And its back end was just starting to go round there. I mean, the rest of it, the tin works very good.
that looks good as well. I mean, it does look good.
I mean, we put some straw through. We combined some with that, and then what we did, we picked up the row with this, with the Massey, and corn started coming into the tank, so I was a bit worried for the...
Yeah.
The engine's one out of a lorry. The engine let go, and then I put one in out of a lorry. Do you remember a guy called Tim Norgate at Ladbroke? No. When you were working for TiVo?
No, I don't think he was there when I was there. Was he a combine fitter there, was he?
No, I meant that he was a good friend of Mark's.
Right, okay.
He did buildings, put buildings up and stuff.
Right, okay.
At, what was it, the hall? Ladbroke Hall, Ladbroke House.
Yeah.
Anyway, he'd got a D series lorry, and I had the engine out of that and put in it.
Yeah. Open it Clayson in there as well.
You can get down, just about squeeze down the other side.
Yeah, I mean that's.
It's not that rotten, this one.
No, this is a nice enough one, isn't it? Yeah.
A few dents in the back, but.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to use it, there's nothing wrong, is there?
No. We got the header going, because it had seized up a bit, but they'd oiled it, and then I oiled it when we put it away.
Yeah.
The hydraulics and everything work on it.
Yeah, good.
Bloody helicopter.
Yeah. I'm impressed with that. That's good. I like that. It's probably better than I was expecting, really, in honesty. Like I say, there's a combine coming back from Devon, and I just had to see how it goes. I would say I cut for a bloke, and I think it would be an ideal machine for him. He needs to get his shed up on his land.
Yeah, what he did.
Yeah. So I would say, I mean,
goes in. It just touches one of these on the way out. If I get it in the wrong place, well, what we do, we clear the tractors down that side, which gives us an excuse to start them up, and then put it and then back it out.
Yeah.
I mean, I got stacks of pictures of it working.
Where was it? I don't know what I asked you, but where was the last time it worked?
2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah. Yeah, it's nice.
And then I stopped.
Yeah. Wow, good. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Good machine. Definitely a good machine. It's quite big actually as well, isn't it?
They are, aren't they? Really?
Yeah, it is a big one. Like when you comparison to what I've got with my gleaners, my little gleaners, it's twice the size really, but then it does twice the work.
Yeah,
brilliant.
And in anger.
Yeah.
In the 70s
when
they were 20 years old, I suppose, weren't they then?
They were starting to go out of fashion then already.
Yeah.
See, cleaners were were basically completely extinct when I got into combine. I remember first harvest I remember 1986.
Oh yeah.
I was 3 years old, 1986.
Yeah.
And I saw, I mean, even these weren't so.
Oh yeah, these were getting towards the
Yeah,
end.
yeah. It was. You were talking about 80s.
Yeah, 80s and stuff.
And
like
you had the Massey 750s,
Yeah.
Class Dominators.
Yeah.
They were all about.
Yeah.
But these were getting rare. You know, to see even then to see a combine without a cab was getting unusual. And gleaners, when I saw gleaners, they were always packed up in the side of the field and they were just abandoned.
Yeah.
But they were always my favourite gleaner, and I always wanted to get a gleaner. But you know, because really for me it's a collection thing. But I have started helping a bloke out.
How many acres has he got?
I do about 20 for him thereabouts.
Yeah.
And
Paul dislikes doing 25 acres.
Yeah.
And he goes, thankful for that.
I know,
I'm back in the shed now.
I'll have a word with him and let him know that this is here, because I think.
I mean, Mark used to have stuff like this part tape.
Yeah.
Breaking.
Yeah, loads of them.
But once they're outside down there,
yeah,
they rock the bottoms out of them straight away.
It doesn't last very long. With a combine, the only way you could keep a combine like this properly outside, you wouldn't want to, but if you had to, they've got to be properly cleaned and properly oiled. Properly oiled. And you know, if you did that properly, to a large extent, with wax oil is better, because the wax oil doesn't damage the belts as much. You see, normal oil can damage belts, if you know what I mean.
I sprayed this with the brand new engine oil.
Yeah.
That's why it's quite shiny.
Yeah. The trouble is that the dust does stick to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, it doesn't go rotten then.
No, well, exactly. No, I know that's the benefit.
We washed. If we didn't wash that when we put it away, we washed before we start. We always wash before we start. Because you wash when you put them away,
that is exactly right.
Bearings,
well, yes,
and then rust them up.
Yes, that is exactly right. Yeah, that's the way it should be done like that. I believe. I mean, people say, "Oh, well, you know, I've been doing it wrong."
I'm going to wash my combine and put it away.
Yeah, like people say, "Oh, well, you know, you're telling me I've been doing it wrong." Well, kind of, yeah, because you don't want your combine going away. At the end of the summer, it's colder, so you put it away in the shed and it won't dry out. So your best thing is airline it down, get as much out with an airline. Oil it and then wash all the crap off before the harvest, and it just keeps the dirt to minimum, and it's the best way of doing it, you know. I mean, it's not like it's got to look pretty in the shed anyway, is it really?
We had that stuff, you know, that wax stuff you put in your water down your hose pot, and we waxed it with that.
Oh right, yeah, I've never heard of that.
It's in the water, so you don't have to rub it on.
Yeah.
And I always oiled that back end.
Yeah.
The guy that bought it when I went to see him, the arse end just stuck out a little bit and it went rusty along the side.
Yeah, you can see, but that's
they always go there.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, you. I mean, to see one without that, I mean, it's very unusual. But that's not a.
It's only a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you can, if you just kept on oiling that'd last for years.
It has done.
Yeah, well, it will. Yeah, I bet it's been like that for ages. I bet it's been like that for ages.
Ever since I bought it.
Yeah. And like I say, I mean, I'm gonna have a word with my bloke. I mean, my mate Lenny that I cut for. He's got a little Massey. He's got a Massey combine that needs a bit of work. When he said needs a bit of work doing to it, he's got a lot of work doing to it. Yeah. And he's got a Clayson outside that needs a lot of work doing as well. To get him working. And I think I think if he could get a shed up, and I could encourage him to sort of have one of these, because I don't want to keep doing it with my gleaners forever. I don't mind doing a bit with my gleaners, but I've come to a point where I don't want to keep on putting so much burden on the gleaners. Whereas with this one, if I like it, but I would say I'm obviously stuck for time and money just at the minute, but we'll see how it goes. And obviously, if
it's not going anywhere anytime.
Yeah, so there you go. I mean, like I say, it would definitely be a thing. And the thing is, as well, with the combine in this condition, if I bought it and then found I needed to move it on, for the right price, there's somebody out there that'll have it.
Yeah.
I think anyway, because it's still a useful combine.
Yeah.
For a backup combine, you think these people who are running.
But lots of people are doing these demonstrations and stuff now, and they're buying them to do that.
Well, they are. Do you know what?
If you've got room to keep one.
Somebody said to me the other day, I was speaking to a girl who runs a little farm shop down the village from where I live, and she was saying they wanted to find an older combine for their dad. Yeah. And they said we just couldn't find one. They're just so hard to find. But obviously they're out there. Yeah. But you don't get to hear of them until you're in the right place at the right time. But I'm gonna, yeah, I'll just stop the video and I'll just take a few photos of it as well.